right, let's go back to this now. As we celebrate Heritage Day, the government is also using the day to foster a 1 million trees campaign. And the campaign is part of a boost to, of course, by President Cyril Ramaphosa's 10 million trees program, which aims to plant 10 million trees over 5 years through the National Greening Program. So, for more on this now, we speak to the Deputy Minister of Forestry, Fisheries and the Environment, Bernice Swarts. A very good evening to you, Deputy Minister, and thank you so much for your time. Happy Heritage Day to you. How did today go?
Good evening, and good evening to your viewers. The day went very well. We had a very hectic day yesterday, in where we were trying to get ourselves ready and prepare all the 9 provinces to get ready for their planting today, which meant that we were all over the 9 provinces up until early hours of the morning, coordinating so that the planting holes would have been prepared and be ready. And this morning, when the Deputy President, who is the acting president of the country, was planting, we then had to prepare ourselves to make sure that everybody was planting. And today I was at Freedom Park, where we were planting and making sure that we are planting together with the whole country. So the whole country planted at that time. So we have reached our targets today, in that we reached over 1 million trees having been planted today.
It's good to hear. It's good to hear that the target was reached, because that was going to be my next question. But this is not just about, just planting of trees, but it has a significance. It's, when you look at climate resilience, for example, as well as the awareness of the importance of tree planting.
Yes, we have been conscientizing people since April, when we were starting to mobilize everyone, because we have not used government funds for this program. We went out to government employees. We then went out to the civil society, and especially to the people in the construction and mining, to say that they must come on board and plant trees with us, which was today. Now, we have been telling people that people must be aware that the oxygen that we breathe comes from trees. And that is why we came up with the slogan, my tree, my oxygen, plant yours today. And we have been conscientizing people as well, that trees become very important in the fact that we have got climate change and its impact on the environment. And that the trees become important also for shade, become important for food, become important for medicine. But that in South Africa, when you are in Sandton, the air quality is different from when you are in Soweto, when you are in Tembisa, when you are in Orange Farm, when you are in Ivory Park. So we are saying that we must get away from saying that we are in the leafy suburbs, and also talk that when you enter Soweto, you are also able to see the greenery. Now, our president is always making an example by saying that when he's in Addis Ababa, when he looks around, everything is green. But in South Africa, when the president drives around in Soweto, it is very bare, especially where we have got the RTP houses. And we have now said that when we give an RTP house to people as government, we must have 3 fruit trees and 2 indigenous trees, because we have planted 60% of fruit trees and 40% of indigenous trees.
And Deputy Minister, pardon me for coming in there. So when you look at this campaign, right, because it's part of a bigger goal, and I wonder, though, if you are set to meet that target of planting 10 million trees over a period of 5 years?
Yes, now, of course, the target will change, because you must remember that this target was set by the president in the year 2021, and the period would have ended next year for the 10 million trees. But because of budget constraints, they've never been able to meet the target. So when I arrived at the department and these were given to me as one of my delegations, I then said that we should change the strategy and make a clear call to all South Africans to plant the trees. But now the president has said to us he wants 1 billion trees. And we are trying to say that we will start preparing for next year and prepare to plant 5 million trees in one day next year on Heritage Day. And I think it is possible because we started in April and today we're able to plant over 1 million trees throughout all the provinces.
And quickly, before I let you go, are you finding that communities are more receptive as you give them a message of the importance of planting the trees and also making sure that they preserve the ones that they already have?
Yes, I think that they are receptive because even today, many people participated in all the communities, in many sectors, of course. And I think that they are receptive because many people individually also donated trees as individuals rather than your ESCOM, the Chamber of Mines, the NUM, and the big companies that donated trees. And I think people have got an interest when we are teaching them the importance of trees. And I think they've got an interest as well to say, can we adopt a tree? Because we said people must adopt a tree. And I think that because of that, I can clearly say that people have been receptive and they have come on board. And I think it's important for me to mention to you that Gauteng planted 188,392 trees. Mpumalanga planted 178,807. The Free State 160,554. The Northwest 111,461. Northern Cape 103,604,000 and Limpopo 100,335. And KZN planted 73,959 trees and Northern Cape 62,396 and the Eastern Cape was very low with 23,959 and there were parts of the provinces that experienced rain today, mainly KZN and Eastern Cape.
But it's certainly an amazing feat that you've been able to achieve. And I wonder now you start planning for the billion that you've just been asked to deliver. Thank you so much, Deputy Minister, for your time. And certainly it's heartwarming to see that communities are in fact taking part in some of these critical, projects.
Thank you to you and thank you to your viewers.
Thank you. That was the Deputy Minister of Forestry, Fisheries and the Environment, Bernice Swarts.